So Sanjay Jha, if the idea was to bring in Priyanka Gandhi, why didn't you do so earlier?
No, this is entirely of her own volition. And
you could have brought her in earlier.
And let me tell you.
Why is she now into the elections at this stage when people are saying you already lost the election?
No, let me tell you, and please.
But you could have got her in earlier.
We will be the single largest party.
Why didn't you get her in earlier?
After the election.
You're getting her in now.
No, it's not a question of us. Priyanka Gandhi has got her own mind, and she does things of her own volition. And I can tell you this, Arnab. Since you mentioned an emotional quotient, there's been a lot of mudslinging against Mr. Robert Vadra. He happens to be her husband. She's got every right.
You actually think people
she's got every right. No, she's got every right to express her feelings on this issue. And I just told you that if you look at the comments of the BJP, which I believe is intellectually bankrupt, ideologically obsolete, and politically vicious, and it's coming through in this election. And you know, today mudslinging, keep speaking lies. That's the standard way by which a fascist propaganda
works. Sudhanshu Trivedi, one of the BJP spokespersons after Priyanka Gandhi's statement comes out and says, as an Indian wife, she will of course support her husband. I mean, what kind of comment is that? As an Indian wife, she will support her husband.
They belong to the Jurassic age. I think they're out of sync with the modern India.
The comments, we should discuss the substantivity. If we go in the comments, I would like to remind Mr. Sanjay Jha, his senior leader, Mr. Mani Shankar has given such a pedestrian comment कि अगर नरेंद्र मोदी चाय बेचना चाहे तो हमारे यहाँ के बेच लें.
Okay, now stop raking up the old issue because you're such a desperate political party that you wanted to even capitalize on a statement like that.
I will come to what
For God's sake, stop complaining.
In my opinion,
come down to the reality. You have made a lot of brutal, nasty attacks on the Congress president.
So have you. So has the Congress party. I mean,
you tell me.
So has the Congress party.
You tell me where have we, supposing we have called Mr. Modi Hitler, it's because of the reason that his entire autocratic demeanor, the way he intimidated.
When the comments were made about when the comments were made about Narendra Modi's marital status, what point were you making?
Well,
was that a personal attack or not?
Let me tell you.
How relevant was it?
Let me tell you.
Was Narendra Modi hiding property in the name of his wife?
Can India have a man who wants to be a prime minister?
Why did you?
I want to ask, why is he hiding his marital status?
How does
it make sense?
Why am I asking you?
We wouldn't do that. Why
No, I am asking you.
Mr. Gandhi only said, why didn't he raise it up in the assembly elections? It's a very technical question.
Because you are talking about the personal attack. My question to you is, how does your leadership justify the fact that Priyanka says my family is being targeted? That's okay, but then didn't Rahul Gandhi rake up the issue of Narendra Modi's wife? Why
it is a technical issue.
It's a technical issue.
It's an issue, and I think if Mr. Modi knew that if he did not declare his marital status in this election, it might become a big issue in this election.
2 minutes on the debate.
And I think he apprehended his severe political embarrassment, so he made the disclosure. Why did he disclose it earlier? I can't understand why would he not do that earlier. It doesn't make any sense to us. I think the whole of India was nonplussed by the fact that there was a sudden disclosure by Mr. Modi that
the Congress party,
he had a wife.
The Congress party Sabha wants us to believe that this is not actually a question of Priyanka being fielded. However, the general view among most political observers today is with the Congress party a little bit on the back foot. The Congress party has realized that their lucky charm in this election, possibly the only one now, is Priyanka Gandhi, and therefore one way in which at least you dominate the debate and get the BJP into defensive positioning is to field Priyanka Gandhi versus Narendra Modi. Now, what Sanjay Jha says to us, Sabha, is that there's nothing like that happening. Do you believe that? Do you believe? No, 1 second, please. One minute, please. Okay. 1 minute, please. When Priyanka... yes.
Arnab, there is a lot of potential in Priyanka, but right now there is no evidence that she's going to go beyond Raebareli Amethi unless you have some information. But I think she's herself done a smart thing, because what has become clear is that were the BJP to get a chance to be in power, they will go after Robert Vadra. It's now become impossible for them not to do that. So she's shown a deft hand by taking the high road of martyrdom already. So in that sense, I
want to just point out.
On one hand, I'm also surprised.
Yeah.
But then, perhaps the calculation is the realization that they will not leave the issue alone for the BJP to be in a position to be in a coalition government or a government of their own. That is one issue. But certainly, Priyanka has to indicate publicly that she's going to go beyond Amethi Raebareli.
No. She does not need to. She knows the focus is on her. Sudhanshu Trivedi, is this
yes, you know, she certainly is the most attractive face in the Congress party.
Sudhanshu
There's
Trivedi,
no doubt about that.
Is this now the BJP's nightmare? That at the end of the day, Ms. Sudhanshu Trivedi,
No.
till this point in this election, let me complete. You had the upper hand in a personality battle. The personality was Rahul Gandhi on one side, Narendra Modi on the other. Or for that matter, Manmohan Singh on one side,
It is
who you call Manmohan Singh in your words on one side and Narendra Modi on the other, right? Now, if the positioning becomes
not going to be
Narendra
a
Modi
night-
on one side and Priyanka Gandhi on the other, this personality angle which you were giving to the election might not be as unbalanced as you think it was so far. Do you think she can tilt it even at this stage of the
it is
election?
not.
Are you getting insecure, worried?
It is not
You
going
have
to be a
sleepless
nightmare
nights
for
over this.
BJP. Rather than it is the
Is Priyanka
it is
Gandhi
the
your
result
greatest
of
nightmare?
for Congress.
Is Priyanka Gandhi the BJP's greatest
No.
nightmare? Which is
Priyanka
why-
Gandhi is not going to be a nightmare. Rather than Priyanka Gandhi's entry and stand is a result of a
Then
nightmare
why are you
for
so worried?
Congress.
Then
This
why
is their
why do you say
disaster
then
management?
why have you why
Let me
did
complete.
why did
This
then
is
tell
the
me
fourth
then why did
disaster management.
four
Because they are
Congress
now going to
spokespersons come out
conclude
and
that
attack
after this
Priyanka Gandhi
election,
after a comment
Rahul
today?
Gandhi's leadership is going to be demolished.
Why don't again you're referring to Rahul Gandhi?
Even last time Sanjay Jha interrupted so much that I cannot complete my 2 sentences. So I want to complete two sentences. Sonia,
Next one
Priyanka
is
Gandhi's strategy is having 3 dimensions. Number 1, Rahul Gandhi's leadership is going to be demolished after this election. So try to.
I asked you about Priyanka, you are answering about Rahul.
Give an emotional
I am asking you about
Number
Priyanka,
3,
you are answering about
what,
Rahul. The BJP is
Sabha
asked
was
about
saying
Priyanka, you answered
that
about
after
Manmohan
the
Singh.
change of the government.
Why
the
are
inquiry
you
is eminent,
see
so try to create an
Mr.
emotional
Trivedi,
cover-up
Mr.
in
Trivedi,
order
please listen to
face
me.
Those things which are going to
Sudhanshu ji,
be
देखिए, Sudhanshu ji,
so
देखिए
it
ये
is a nightmare of Congress which is coming true after
Sudhanshu ji,
3 weeks.
I have a very simple
You can
question.
say preparation
Very
for
simple
that.
question. You are very happy to attack Vadra, but you will not attack Priyanka directly. You will attack Rahul, you will attack Sonia, you will attack Manmohan Singh. You have now attacked Vadra when Priyanka has responded back to you. You had a nervous response this afternoon. 4 BJP spokespersons came out and immediately got into the debate. You don't want this to become Modi versus Priyanka, am I right? You don't want it. You are afraid of that, it becoming Modi versus Priyanka. You want it to remain Modi versus Rahul. You want it to remain Modi versus Manmohan, who you call Manmohan, because that's an easy contest.
Arnab, I want to make a point.
That's an easier contest, so everybody can see that.
It is not
Sudhanshu
going to be
Trivedi.
Modi versus Priyanka. The election today
You don't
is
want it to
Modi
be.
on one side as a ray of
Last
hope
response.
for disgruntled Indians, and on the other side a corrupt regime, inefficient regime, and all the regime which is cause of all the agony
Okay,
for the people.
Mr.
And
Trivedi,
those
every
people are
time
trying
you
to
talk
fight
of corrupt
a
and
cover-up
inefficient,
way.
I don't know why
One
do I
point
think of the
time
toffee
Manmohan
model,
Singh, one
but
point
we'll
of
talk
time
about it
Sonia
later.
Gandhi,
But
one point
Arnab,
of
let me
time
just tell
Rahul
you,
Gandhi, one point
Mr.
of time
Rahul
Priyanka
Gandhi
Gandhi.
is the leading campaigner
it is
for
the
the
problem of
Congress
Congress
party.
party, not of the
Mr.
BJP.
Rahul Gandhi has said so that when the elections are over, and we are very confident that we will win, if the MPs want him to be the Prime Minister, he will be the Prime Minister. Let's not have any ambiguity on that count. And the last point, Mr. Trivedi, don't try and duck the issue. Your party has done nothing. Mr. Modi is obsessed with the Gandhi family. He keeps attacking them all the time. The RSVP is nothing but an expression of the frustration that you cannot answer questions on the toffee model, because that is about communalism in Gujarat, that's
On
about
the other
corruption
hand,
in
the
Gujarat,
entire
and that's
Gandhi
about
family is
crony
obsessed with
capitalism
Narendra
in
Modi.
Gujarat. The
Even the
3
attack
C's
started
that
in
Mr. Narendra Modi
2007,
stands
when
for.
Sonia
And I
Gandhi
think
said
what
no to
Priyanka
Jnata
Gandhi
Dal.
has done
It is
today
consistently
is to
in
tell
the
you
last 6 and 7 years,
upfront, is to tell
and
you
the result is
upfront
that
that you
people
are
of India is
violating
gradually
certain norms
leaving
of
the support
political
of Gandhi
discourse
family and coming
by
to the
attacking
side of
people
Narendra
who are
Modi.
private individuals, and you
Mr.
don't
Sanjay
even
Jha
read
cannot
what the
hoodwink
Supreme
the
Court has
people of
said
country.
when it has dismissed the
The
public
recently
interest
concluded
litigation.
Vidhan Sabha
So,
election
Mr.
has also given a
Trivedi,
signal.
I know
Where
Mr.
are you
Narendra
standing
Modi
and
is
where are
getting
we
sleepless
standing?
nights. I know the BJP is restless. I do know that you will probably be 3rd or 4th when the election results are counted.
Okay, we'll wait now for that. We'll wait now for that. We'll wait now for that. I'd only say Priyanka versus BJP.
सपने को देखकर बोला गया ये वक्तव्य है महाराज.
अच्छा सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी जरा बहुत
लंबी सांस लीजिए त्रिवेदी जी, लंबी सांस लीजिए. मैं 16th को मैं बेकरारी से आपका इंतजार करूंगा.
Your Hindi has really improved. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.